same thing. You know, I go to the same restaurants. I do the same thing. I play the same games. I like doing the same shit every single time, you know? That's just what I kind of prefer. And, yeah, it's boring. Well, that's fine. People can think it's boring. For me, I prefer it. Okay, if you have loot for these guys. Gentlemen, it's been an interesting past few months. Many of you have played with me in Classic. Many of you may have just started watching this stream. So this could be the first time that you ever see the amazing generic matching with his armor and everything. This guy is basically Uther, but a little bit more badass, you know? And I like that a lot, man. I think this guy did a pretty good job. I don't know, what do you guys think? You guys like it or not? Opinions? Nice, I'll take that. Yeah, what do you guys think? Good or not? Take a drink. Excuse me. Okay, we're good. Okay. That's what you call a compliment sandwich. Well, you have to give them the positives with the negatives as well. Next. Tim Factor, Destroyers in from the Guild Indestructible. That helmet right there is obviously the BOE helmet that drops from, I think that's Heroic. Tumor Sargeras Paladin offset helmet. Those shoulders right there, because this guy is, I'm assuming, a Paladin. That means that he's using the Heaving Plates of Protection, which are a BOE epic drop that drops from Bastion of Twilight, which is the off-color version of the Tier 11 Death Knight gear. Those bracers also are Tier 11 Death Knight, as well as the boots and also leggings there. This is basically a full set minus the chest piece, which is actually not a chest piece. It's actually a shirt that you're able to get from the Brawlers Guild from a specific fight, but he doesn't have his chest piece showing, so he's only showing his shirt to try to look a little bit more interesting. I like what you're doing there, and the belt, of course, is from the same set the helmet is from, which is from the Tumor Sargeras set as well for Paladins. Now, this weapon right here, what weapon is this? This is the mace that drops from Tyrant Valhari and Hellfire Citadel on Heroic mode. This is called the, what is it? Fuck, I don't remember what the name is. Warhammer of Arrogance. Yeah, there you go. This obviously does look pretty good, but I don't really think it's transformative enough. Like, let's just look at this right here, right? You've got pretty much a full set minus this dipshit belt. I mean, this is a dipshit belt. Like, let's be honest, man. This is like a knockoff Power Rangers item. This sucks. We've seen a lot of these before. Fix your belt. Come up with something better with the belt. I really like what you're doing with the chest piece there. That's probably my favorite part about it. And even the bracers are a nice touch. I've never really seen somebody use bracers with their set and actually have the bracers be part of the set that's meaningful. So I'm actually going to say this guy put in a lot of good work, and he tried pretty well. A 5 out of 10, 6 out of 10. Listen, I think that he did pretty good. Yeah, looks like James Raynor. He's all right. Not amazing, but he's all right. Wow. This is fucking awesome. That's the Gut Core Ripper that drops from Gar and Molten Core. This offhand right here, I believe, is either from Sunwell, or it could also be one of the new BOE items that you're able to get later on in the game. The tabard, of course, is the Tabard of Scar Crusade. The helmet right there drops from Illidan Stormage and Black Temple. The shoulders are 5-man dungeon shoulders from Burning Crusade for Warlocks. It's an offset dungeon set. And then the chest piece right there, I believe, also drops from, I think that is the vendor in Burning Crusade for the Valor gear, and that one came out during Black Temple, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Either way, head is not from Wrath of the Lich King. That's the helmet of the Eldari something. I forgot what it was. Crown of the Eldari High Lord. That drops from Illidan Stormrage. And the belt. See, all right. The belt is the problem with this set. Everything else does look pretty good, minus the belt. I really am not a fan of the belt. I don't know. Like, what do you guys think about it? Personally, it's just... It's one of those things where I can't get that excited about it. It's just a mediocre belt. Got the belt at Kohl's for 60% off. Well, great. Well, then you only got ripped off for 40%. Hope you kept the receipt. Great fucking set, but the belt's wrong. Surprise, the Light of Dawn. Chest piece right there from the Heroic. I believe that's Dragon of Nightmare from Emerald Nightmare Raid. That's the DK offset tier set piece. Those gloves right there are the, I believe that is the tier 6 gloves, onslaught gloves, I believe, for warriors, as well as the belt right there, which is from the, I believe that is the, based off of the coloration, is the LFR version of the belt that you're able to get from BOE trash drops inside of Tomb of Sargeras for warriors, as well as the shoulders, which, by the way, is a different fucking color, I believe. And those shoulders are, of course, the tier, whatever the fuck it is, tier shoulders from Tomb of Sargeras. The helmet here is a BOE green item that drops from Cataclysm dungeons. This sword right here is the sword that drops from High Imperator Margok in normal mode difficulty because of its orange tone, with also the Light of the Earth Warder, which is an enchant that you're able to get from Cataclysm dungeons on top of it. These leggings right here drop from, what's that? Fuck. Is that Warlords of Draenor? Tannin Jungle? Offset piece? It could be somewhere around there. And then the boots there come from Wrath of the Lich King dungeons. So this set right here is pretty good except for your fucking helmet. Now, I understand your helmet is really, really cool. It's interesting, it's unique, and you want to build a set around it. But the fact of the matter is that you built a set around everything except for your helmet. Your helmet doesn't fit in with this set at all. While it's okay, you'd have to really step... Basically, I judge transmogs off of this. How far back do I have to move away from you in order to think that yeah, classic is it's made my brain not as smart, you know. It's a set. I'd say it's a solid 6 or 7. Probably some sort of like a smaller belt would look a little bit better. But good job. This is absolutely fucking embarrassing. Let's see. You come from a guild called Indestructible. You can't talk about unoriginal and boring names. Listen, if you're in a PvE